Hey, you guys, I was looking down because I was waiting to see the little time code start moving, so I knew that we were recording. Because I don't want to waste any of my precious words if they're not going to reach your precious ears. And I don't mean precious like pretentious, I mean precious like valuable to me. Hey, you guys, it's 11:09. Just got back from doing the podcast at the John Lovitz Comedy Club. You may notice some things are different. In the last podcast, I wondered how do I get rid of the light shining in the mirror? The light shining up there reflecting the mirror. And some people said just open your closet. And I was like, but that's where I keep my gay people. That thing I just said is offensive and not funny. Makes me feel like I should go back and redo this. But I'm too tired. So could we just ignore the fact that I just said something vaguely offensive? I mentioned it as a joke. It just wasn't funny. I said ugly face. I'm not gonna make it anymore. Okay. Anyway, so now my closet's open and you can see some of my clothes hanging. You can see a collection of magazines up there. And that's, I think there's a lot of Rolling Stone and Spin magazines. And then there's some space at the top of my closet. And then if you look over here, what you'll see is a little button. Oh, I could never be a weather person. There we are. That's me on it. It says Alison Rosen is your BFF, or AR plus U equals BFF. It's one of my special collector's buttons for my Ustream show. And then this here is a name tag from the rehearsal dinner for my sister's wedding. And you're supposed to say your relation to the bride or groom. And, excuse me, I'm disgusting. The wedding, I was really, out of it. Makes it sound like I was drunk. I wasn't. I was just tired. And I'm tired now. But the wedding planner was like, yeah, just write sister to Laura. So I wrote sister to Laura. And then everyone kind of mocked me for it. And I was thinking, yeah, I could have just written sister. Or sister of Laura or something. Anyway. The show was fun tonight. Tomorrow is Adam's birthday, so we celebrated it tonight on the show. And what else? Well, it took me about 2 hours and 15 minutes to get to the club tonight from this house here in a county that is fucking far from where I work. Now, part of it's because I was daydreaming and didn't take the right freeway. Although I took an alternate route, one that is awful. But I realized that around the 2-hour mark, that's when I hit the point where I want to kill someone or myself, because if I have to sit in this car for another minute, that's how I feel about that. Totally fine with an hour and 15. It's 2 hours that I cannot abide by anymore. So I think I really need to ramp up the looking for an apartment. It's a holiday weekend, you guys know. What am I saying? It's not like you're going to be watching this far into the future. And a friend of mine who I am going to visit in LA said, is there anything particular you feel like doing? And I have not responded yet because what I'm thinking is, yes, looking for an apartment. Do you want to go with me? Because how fun would that be? Not that fun. However, it just feels like in New York, the way you find an apartment is you camp out and wait for someone to die. Not really. You use Craigslist or use a broker. But in LA, I think the way you do it is you drive around. I don't know. I've never lived in Los Angeles. When I lived in Orange County, not at my parents' house, I just moved in with a friend. So, So that's not important. The important thing is, in LA, I believe you just drive around and you look for rent signs, and then you call them, and then you hope they're there. So I feel like I need a friend to help me. And if this friend is watching that, what do you say? How much fun would that be? Super fun. Okay, great. What else do I need to tell you? Remember when I made that terrible joke on this video earlier? That was terrible. What else? Have I shown you guys my 2 autographed Facts of Life pictures? I will at some point. By the way, you can see that plaid shirt hanging in the closet. Right there. I have a few different flannel shirts. And they're not just flannel, though. They've got, like, ruffly crap going on in the front. I like to think they're cute flannel. I know some people will disagree, but I don't care. In fact, I was talking about shopping with someone this morning, and I was saying I don't have that girl shopping gene. I just don't. I don't like it. I don't love it. I neither like nor love it. I hope someday I'm important enough to warrant a stylist. Because left to my own devices, I'm just like that. What an ugly face. I keep making expressions and then commenting on them. And now I'm commenting on the fact that I keep doing that. Look, I have a nail file with clouds on it. No, bubbles. A nail file with bubbles on it. And a stapler. And I'll show you things on my desk. Fun! These things that are pluggy things. Someone has a pen, but it's a Sharpie and it's got that action happening. Just a few more things. Look. A piece of something. I have a piece of, oh my gosh, nail polish from the OC Weekly. Do you know how old this is? Let's see if it's still, ow. Yep, still polishy. Oh, and it smells. Comb, pen cap. Let's see, what else is over here? A canned, a little snow globe, which my sister got me from St. Simon's Island, Georgia. Sometimes when I am all discombobulated, I say that my head feels like a snow globe that someone turned over and then turned this way, and like I'm waiting for everything to kind of fall. I don't feel snow globey now, though. I just feel sleepy. Okay. You guys, I'm sorry that I haven't been doing these every night, as is my way. But I did this tonight, and I love you. I hope you're having a good night, and I'll talk to you guys soon.